right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible Christmas day, Christmas Eve. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today, man?
I am great, still in the holiday spirit. Had a wonderful Christmas holiday. How was your Christmas day? How were the kids?
It was amazing, man. They're off today. My wife is off with them, and I am so jealous. The FOMO is on all-time high right now. So they're just getting out of bed and just kind of wandering their way into the living room. I mean, that is awesome. So, other than that, pretty good holiday. Hopefully, everybody else had a great time as well. Looking forward to what some of these markets are going to do for us today. They better be good, Peter. They got us up here when we probably should be off. They better be good today. Treat us nice, right?
I
For
hope
showing up
so.
today. I hope so. Um,
I hope so. My
yeah.
daughter is out Boxing Day shopping, so Boxing Day sales are still a thing, still in full effect here. She's off to the outlet mall. Apparently, her boyfriend always wants to go to Nike. That's his big stop on Boxing Day. So she left the house at 6:30 this morning to get out there and get ready for the Boxing Day sales. That feels a little crazy to me, but that
Hey,
there you go.
so
That's
some
she's
people,
doing
that's
it.
their thing, man. That's their cup of tea. And my mom loves shopping. She is a store. That's an addiction. She loves shopping. She loves to go to the store, walk around the whole 9 yards. She loves it. I see you have your risk management in the house today. Your risk
my
manager is in.
my risk manager is being all needy. I did sleep in today, so I wasn't able to take him out for a walk. So he's like, I don't understand what's happening. His
Yeah, yeah.
primary human left real early, and then here we are together. So yes,
his his primary human. Love it.
the
Uh,
primary human. I'm just the backup human. Yes.
Yeah, you're the backup.
So
You're the backup. All right, friends, let's get right to it. Quick look at our gappers list today. What do we have going on here? A couple of tickers on the green, on the red. And again, not a whole lot. Well, I expect it to be very quiet in the next next 2 days at least. Even into New Year's, I expect things to be somewhat quiet, or at least very active in the morning and quickly die down, like we saw, like we saw on Tuesday, right? So we'll see. We'll be ready for whatever it is again. But the key thing here is patience. Do not force anything. Just be mindful that you might not get the moves that you want, the setup that you're looking for. And that's tough for anyone that's starting to trade for the first time. You're hyped, you're ready to go, you want to hit the button. This time of the year, just got to be a little bit more patient and understand the market will get back to what we needed to get to. Um, all right, let's take a look. First one on here. Before we do that, actually, Peter, any U.S. economic calendar today?
there is actually. We
Yeah.
have one item on the calendar for this morning, and that's the initial jobless claims. Seems a little harsh to have that here on the day after Christmas, but I guess when the data comes out, it comes out. So, initial jobless claims did come out, and I guess the good news is that it was lower than anticipated. 223,000 was the expected forecast. The actual number came out at 219,000, so that's better than expected. Interestingly, I didn't put it on my list there, but also the continuing jobless claims came out, and it was slightly higher. So, 1.88 million was the forecast, 1.91 million was the actual. So, I guess those two sort of cancel each other out and end up, about even. The markets are marginally down this morning, about a third of a percent for both the SPY and the Qs. The Dow is looking the same. Sorry. So, yeah, it's look, we are in the Santa Claus rally period, as it's called, often this time, right between now and that first week of January. The markets again, traditionally rally. That doesn't mean that they're up every day, and it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to go up over this period. It's just on average they go up over this period. So just be careful whatever you do. I'm seeing a lot of red on the screen this morning, so I don't know. I mean, when the opening bell rings, we could shoot up, we could go down, we could do nothing. I mean, all the usual, all the usual options are on the table. So I'm going to just wait and let the market tell me what's happening. But for now, it's fairly quiet, fairly quiet.
Yeah, yep, it sure is. Friends, let's take a look here at what we have on deck. Let's start with PDYN this morning. It is up 22% right now, 2.2 million shares traded. As you can see here, decent pre-market activity as far as the action right now. It is a low flow though, 17.9, 17 million shares flow. So on the lower side, hard to borrow, lower price stock. Again, typically these don't make my watch list. Peter, anything exciting on this ticker this morning?
No, I mean it's an AI company, so just the fact that they've got AI, I guess it's their turn maybe to move today. They did have just before Christmas a little bit of a news article on a milestone they achieved on they had autonomous flight tracking for one of their small drones. I guess they make AI powered autonomous drones. So that was good, but that came out a couple of days before Christmas. So no reason for it particularly to hit today. Like we were talking about there on Christmas Eve, it could be that when you get just lower volume in the markets, right? Not as much. Big volume plays out there that some of these little stocks, they pop up when normally we wouldn't see them at all. That's likely the case here for this Palandyne pilot AI.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I don't like it this morning. I'm going to skip it. Looking at the next one on here, ACRHR. Well, this is speaking of Arc Aviation. This thing is looking good, man. It's on the daily at least. You can see a little bit of action here. Has been moving higher. Looks like it's breaking their recent high. This thing went up to around $10. Came back down to 7, right back up to 11.11 this morning at least. Almost up 3%, 1.3 million shares traded. Peter, this is one that again we talk about it because they got the weird aircraft that can actually start doing some stuff here, transporting people, but doing good this morning. So some good news maybe.
Nothing new on this one either. I mean, in November they had a couple of good announcements. They've got good funding and they've got good backers. So there's a lot of people who think that there's a future, obviously, in this autonomous drone business. However it goes, I mean, I don't know what the world's going to look like. Are we going to be looking like the Jetsons? Probably not. But there's going to be some use of autonomous drones out there, and Archer seems to be well positioned. They have, received over the last month over $400 million worth of new capital. Um, they've got a partnership with a company called Anduril Industries to build some defense technology drones, which, as we know, based on some Elon comments, could be good in the U.S. and there could be growth in that sector. But some of their backers include companies like Stellantis, right, one of the largest car manufacturers in the world, United Airlines, Wellington Management, and a company called 2.0, which is out of Abu Dhabi. So it's like they've got a lot of good support behind them. So I know that Megan has made a long-term bet on these guys, and so far it's looking very good, paying off very nicely for her. Whether it's going to be a day trader, I guess we'll have to find out together. The volume is not bad this morning, but looking at it, Carlos, I'm not sure. I'm skeptical of it.
Yeah, I'm always not too fond of this one. I mean, it is in play out. It looks like to be in play this morning. Got the volume, got the gap up 3.2 above recent highs. Decent day on Friday. How did it do Friday? Let's take a look here. If we look at Friday, I'm sorry, it's not Friday. This would have been Tuesday.
Felt like a
Yes,
weekend though,
it
didn't it?
felt like a
Would have
weekend.
been
It felt
Tuesday.
long, man. Yeah, it felt great. It
Yeah.
felt great. I felt like I was up for more than just one day. But here, yeah, actually got some volume around mid morning here. Did pretty good. I mean, that's not bad without looking at the price action and everything else and how that traded. That looks interesting. So again, in play this morning. Will I add it to my list? I don't know. Maybe a possible for now. We can always change that if we need to. Let's take a look at GME, our one of our good old buddies, the meme king. GME this morning is 5.3. 1 million shares traded this morning. It is above $31, which is an area of resistance. That was a previous day close just yesterday. And again, has been, if you look at the daily here, has been an area where there's been a lot of resistance in this area. So above that today, Peter, some volume this morning. I know there was some news a couple of days ago. Is there anything new or it's just kind of continuing on that trend?
I don't know. I gotta believe this is speculation. There's no news out of the company. Um, I mean, I guess it's reasonable. It's Boxing Day. It's a big shopping day. If ever, people are going to be spending gift cards or buying video games in person or something, today probably would be the day. Does that mean that the stock price should go up? Well, I mean, I guess that's debatable, but it could be what's moving it because I really don't see any corporate news. I mean, it could also be that we just get more retail traders, more of us out there trading, and this has always been a big meme stock, the biggest, arguably, of the meme stocks. And with again, with less of the deep-pocketed volume out there, it could be that maybe some of the memers are deciding to take it over. Oh, there you go. Gerard is helping me out here. He's saying that Roaring Kitty apparently did one of his very vague postings again, posted a picture of a wrapped present. What does that mean? Who knows? Who cares? It probably doesn't actually mean anything, but it doesn't matter, right? Every time he posts something, people are like, oh, is he going to make a move? What's happening? Is it going to push GME? Obviously, Roaring Kitty is the guy, the dude who is behind the GME rise well, he was credited with the rise of GME in the first place. He was sort of just like the catalyst that pushed it off. But anyways, doesn't matter. Whenever he tweets weird things, GME usually reacts. So that's probably what's happening. Thank you for that, Gerard. See, that's the value of having a community in the chat room. They'll let you know the stuff you miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, does anybody, I mean, we got a good group of people. We got let me see, maybe today's not the best day because we got a very light crowd this morning. But does anybody buy a GameStop here? I doubt it. This will be the crowd to ask, but anybody walk in there and by accident or something? I mean, who goes to GameStop? I just...
Yeah. My daughter had a game that she wanted to play with us yesterday, so she took the PS4 that had been sitting, literally blew the dust off of it, plugged it in, downloaded a game called Overcooked, and we were busy trying to run a kitchen, and it was pandemonium. But that was, so we don't need a store. I mean, she, like, the concept of going to a store to buy a video game to her was, like, ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
it's unheard of. It's unheard of for these younger crowds. Even for me now, like listen, me and you were the Blockbuster guys on Friday, going through against the wall.
That's right.
Picking up, hey, what came out today? I hope they still have it. Can we turn it back on Monday by noon? That was us, right? So going to the store was our thing. Even now, going to the store to buy a game in this stage and age when you can just download, no way, that's not happening. It's a waste of time and effort. All right, let's take a look. Here's GameStop. Again, would I watch him? I'll put it on here just for entertainment purposes. I probably won't pay no mind to it unless something really crazy happens. Let's take a look at Lunar, LUNR this morning. These guys are up 1.4, 695,000 shares traded. Again, moving higher. Had a good day on Tuesday. Anything great out of Lunar this morning?
Lunar, one of my favorite stocks, just because I like any company that sends devices to other planets. That's just fun. Let's see. I don't really see much news on them. I mean, last week we did talk about them, or I'm doing it now, Carlos, too. It wasn't really last week. It was Monday, Tuesday of this week. It just feels like you said, it feels like there's been a weekend in between, even though it was just one day. But anyways, on Monday and Tuesday, they did have an announcement from NASA that they had an expanded contract with Intuitive Machines. So, and that was good news for them. Maybe these are people just a little late on that news, and they're sort of picking up because they took the Christmas break off, and now they're back and said, "Oh, look, there's information, so it's up." I'm guessing here. I'm speculating because I don't really know. There's nothing new other than that.
Yeah. I'm gonna just fix something here. No, the watches at the bottom is not correct. I haven't updated yet. That was last trading day's watch list. I'll go in here and clear that up in just a second. So yeah, we'll do that in a bit here. There's Lunar again. Not a fan. I'll leave it alone. And Peter, that covers our gap up. I know, not exciting, not great. Anything you like this morning as far as gapping up so far today?
I noticed some of the Chinese tickers were gapping up this morning, and I don't really have a reason for that. Baba is green, Billy is green. Some I just noticed that some of them on my screen have gone green, whereas there's a lot of red everywhere else. So maybe that's signaling some good news for that sector. Other than that, Tesla was the only other one I was looking at that was green when everything else was red. Good volume on Tesla this morning. it's a good old reliable stock, right? We can always count on Tesla to move. And today it's got almost, well, 3.8 million shares, I'll say. It's up almost a full percent. Not obviously going to make our list because it's not up to 2%, but the volume was a lot better than what we saw on Tuesday, anyways. So, yeah, I think it's in play, as
Yeah,
always.
as always, correct. Tesla, I'm going to have on deck. Good volume, 3.7 million shares traded in the red, in the green now. And again, also the daily, very, very exciting. Was great on a Tuesday, right? We had a great pop on Tuesday. It was not an easy trading stock on Tuesday, although the day looks great here. It was not easy. But yeah, always fun to watch Tesla. We'll be looking at it today again. I'll be adding that on my main list. Let's see what's gapping down today. What's in the red this morning? QBTS, all-time favorites on this gappers list. It is down 3%, 2.2 million shares traded as we continue to kind of squeeze into a point here on the daily. So you can see here, we're just kind of squeezing into that $8 mark there, and the range keeps getting smaller and smaller. We had a huge range here from the 13th to about the 20th. Some good trading days, extra volume as well. Volume has died down a little bit. We could give credit to that to some of the holidays as well. But yeah, just kind of getting into a nice little tight range. This morning though, at 8 o'clock, did something happen, Peter? It looks like we got a nice little drop here to 765 from about 795.
Yeah, I mean, is this the Kramer effect? Apparently, on Christmas Eve, Kramer was talking about QBTS, and often he was bullish on it. But we've seen this many times in the past, where sometimes if Kramer recommends something, it'll take a drop. So there's in fact there's an ETF out there that you can trade either pro Kramer or against Kramer. The inverse Kramer, yes, Cody, exactly, is out there. So you can go find that and trade it if you really want. But I don't see any other news, so that's why I'm just guessing. I mean, it's down with the rest of the market. It's had a good run, so it seems inevitable that it's going to get a pullback before it likely continues again. I don't know. I don't see anything exceptional about it. It's still in play. So if you like this one or QUBT, right? Those are the two that we look at here in this direct space with the quantum computing. Yeah, feel free. They're definitely still active.
Yeah, but both active. Again, we had a couple of great days, but we haven't seen much of that lately. So I don't know. We'll come back to it. I'm not gonna add them to my list. They're both on here in the gap up and gap down list. I'll leave these alone for right now. Two that's just started moving pretty good here. MSTR. They were not on top of the gap down list, but now they are. MSTR down 3.4, 729,000 shares traded. So a little bit of some red here as we're dipping below that 2%. You can see here on the dailies just having a little bit of a struggle over the last couple of days. And also Mara. So both of these down slightly this morning. Mara down about 3%, 984,000 shares traded. I have not looked at the Bitcoin price. Do they trade through the Christmas holiday? Is it 24 hours like all the time, even on New Year's?
24/7.
Ooh, wow,
Yeah,
okay. There we go.
24/7, baby.
Yeah,
So.
very nice.
The Bitcoin prices haven't really done much. They are pretty much the same spot they were at this time on Tuesday. 95,400 is the price right now. It was about the same there on Tuesday. I think it was slightly lower at 94.8 or something, if I remember. We were talking about this in the pre-market show, but really not much movement. They did sort of go up towards the end of the day. Now they've pulled back a little bit, so it's dragged down some of the stocks just because it's moved down. But again, it hasn't really gone far. So yeah, pretty boring on the cryptocurrency front. Again, this could take off at any time. I think the new year is going to be a better time for crypto overall and Bitcoin specifically. I feel like this is just going to be a quiet time, and then January is probably when it's going to start to move, if at all. But that's just my guess. I have no actual data behind that, so take for that what you will.
Yeah, yeah. Hassan Chop over on YouTube is asking me, how can you invert your chart in DAS? You know what? That's a thing. That's a thing. You could do that. I don't know
It
how to do
is.
it actually, but there
I
is
can
a
tell you.
hotkey. Yeah, there is a hotkey that you can do it. It's fun. If you go to the Dash Trader Pro hotkey profile, there's so much stuff you can put on a hotkey. It's insane. I mean, that's one of Dash's really strong suits that you can customize everything. Duplicate charts. So, for example, if you have a chart the size you like, you can duplicate it or duplicate that exact same size. So much that you could do here. All right,
Let me
Peter, can you put
just
it on your
let me
screen?
tell you how to do that quickly. For those in the chat room, I've got my hotkey configuration up on the screen. You're not going to be able to see that in YouTube, but there
Yeah.
is down here. Let me highlight the line here. I've got it set. Doesn't matter what the key is, but the title or the command is toggle inverse chart. You do that, and it'll actually flip a chart upside down. Now you got to be careful with that because it doesn't change the direction of your trading or anything. So it's sort of cool. It's cool to do it because if you typically like to see things long, or like in my case, you like to
Yeah.
see things short, if you flip it upside down and then suddenly it looks good, it might be a trade in the other direction. So it's actually good if you've got a bias. I've been playing with it. One of our members mentioned it, and I appreciate that. Actually, it was Sean in the room who mentioned that, new moderator with us. And yeah, it's sort of interesting. Again, little risky to play with. Just make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. But there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the game.
So if you have it inverted and right, it looks like it's going long, you still have to hit short, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, got to be very careful with that, guys. So again, could be great for identifying things and seeing patterns. Like I cannot identify a reverse ABCD pattern to save my life, but a regular ABCD pattern I could see it very easy. So, just got to make sure you're being very careful with that. All right, friends, let's continue here. So that is Mara and MSTR. I'll watch MSTR. We'll put that on there. We can afford Mara on the secondary list just in case. I mean, it's so light this morning. I see CleanSpark trying to make an appearance as well, and on the gap down list. Also, they're down slightly. I'll watch MSTR as my favorite, and then Mara as a secondary, and then we'll see how that goes. Okay, that covers our gap up and gap down. Peter, anything on the gap down this morning before we get to our members tickers?
Well, like I mentioned, you could pick almost anything. It looks like we're pretty red across the board here this morning. So, again, who knows if that's going to reverse or not. But right now, all the Magnificent Seven, except for Tesla, are pretty much gapping down. The semiconductor sector, down, except for SMCI, which I don't know why, but it's up 2%. And actually moving pretty well pre-market. So I don't know if that's a target that you might want to take advantage of, but SMCI is moving. You guys can take a look at that if you feel good. But I'm probably going to stick to my good buddies NVIDIA and AMD, even though they're not doing much this morning. And AMD especially has got pretty low volume. Yeah, that's so. Like I said, a lot of gap down. You can pretty much pick any stock at random, and it's likely to be down this morning. So, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what the market tells me. I'm going to watch my scanners. I'm going to listen to the chat room, see what other people are taking a look at, and we'll see if we get some opportunities on this Boxing Day, this day after Christmas.
Yes, Boxing Day for our Canadian friends is today, right? So it's today, Boxing Day.
Yep.
Happy Boxing Day to you guys. Hopefully, if you like shopping, you're doing some good shopping. SMCI is in front of our list here this morning. So, yeah, starting to get going. 700,000 shares traded this morning. So, showing some activity. Daily looks, yeah, see the chat, they're going nuts. Daily looks very good, too. So, possible breakout out of this range that we've been kind of stuck in for about 2 weeks. I like it. I like it today. SMCI will be on my list this morning. We'll see where things lead after the market open today. All right, guys, let's stop here. Let's take a look at what you guys like this morning. We'll start in our chat room first. SMCI. Yep, we're looking at that one. That's good. What else? TCRX has some volume. TCRX. I feel like we looked at this before. Not today, but meaning another day. Yeah, more of a lower price stock. I really don't like it based on what I'm looking for, right? I mean, this is just not going to hit my criteria. It's going to miss so many things for a 5-minute ORB. So it won't be on my list. Is it in play? Yes, up 20%, 1.7 million shares traded. If it matches your trade book somehow, some way, add it to your list. It doesn't match mine, so it won't be on mine. Peter, any news on TCRX? They got a nice pop this morning.
Yeah, they did register a secondary offering. I'm surprised that they're jumping up, but they had a direct offering. This is not a public one, but I guess it's up because they actually sold it at a premium to the existing stock price. So that's probably why it's moving. So they basically convinced a company to buy 7.5 million shares of their company for $4 a share. So that's above the current price, and that's why it's going up as opposed to down. Because as we all probably know, anyways, maybe I shouldn't assume that everybody knows this, but generally when you get a secondary, it's dilutive to the stock price and it drops, right? Because they issue it because you're buying a lot of shares, they give you a discount off the price, and it makes for a good investment, and they get an infusion of capital. In this case, they've managed to sell that direct offering at a premium. So there you go. So $4 would be the target potentially for TCRX. Like you said, Carlos, not loving it. Still not good enough for me to want to jump in.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it for me either. Mike is in our chat room over on YouTube. Good morning, Mike. Is Mike still in Dominican Republic? I think he sent us a nice video of him and his family enjoying Christmas Eve down there, which is Christmas Eve is big in DR. That's when they celebrate. But so Boxing Day, Peter, let's go back to this Boxing Day. We got a little bit of time. There's nothing else going on here. Boxing Day is for shopping, but Christmas has passed. So why would they do it after Christmas? Is that like I guess to kind of spark up sales after Christmas? Like what's the reason behind it, if any?
For the sales or the term Boxing Day? What are you asking?
Let's do both.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, really, it's because you have leftover inventory from Christmas. I guess the original theory was anything that wasn't sold, now you can get at a discount because they're going to want to clear that out for the end of the year. Plus, you can take advantage of all the people who have, if you got gift cards or cash for Christmas, come spend it right away. Why hold on to it, right? If there's anything you wanted for Christmas and you didn't get, now you can go get it for yourself, right? So.
Okay.
So that's the modern reason. The term Boxing Day is an interesting. There's a lot of legend as to where Boxing Day comes from, and I've never seen really a consistent story. Right, one story is that back in jolly old England, it used to Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, is when they would box up sort of leftovers and items and give them to all their servants. So the servants would take boxes of goods from the big house sort of home with them. So that's one version of Boxing Day. The other one was that Boxing Day was when they would open the poor boxes, as they called them, all the charity boxes that the churches would have, right? Because you get all the Christmas donations and everything. And today they would open the poor boxes. And so it's Boxing Day in that term. It's another sort of version of it. And the third is more of a Canadian related version is that, if you get new stuff on Christmas, you should give away some of the old stuff. So you would box up stuff that you're going to donate. So you'd make donations. So it's a Boxing Day by putting all your donations into a box and bringing it down to those who need it. So there's three different, versions of why Boxing Day is called Boxing Day. I don't know if any of them are true, but we used to do that with our kids, I'll admit, right? We used to tell them it's a 1-for-1 deal. You get new stuff at Christmas. You have so many toys. You gotta find something to give away. So, that was a tradition we had when the kids were young. So, anyways, there you go. There's as my kids like to call me, Mr. Science. Why does this work, Mr. Science? And there you go. There's some Boxing Day history for you. So you're welcome. Papa Peter has given you drop some knowledge on it.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. All right, friends. PDYN pushing higher, made a new high just recently over the last couple of minutes. It is in play. We did talk about it earlier, but again, it's just not a ticker that's going to fit my criteria. I'll put it here on a risky pile just so that I can look at it. But for the most part, I won't be trading. It just doesn't fall into what I'm looking for. All right, let's take a look over at YouTube. What do you guys like this morning? If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We have 378 people watching, and I showed 28 likes. That might not be up to date, but if you can help us there, that would be amazing. So slam that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton here in this show. Actually, 78, so that looks much better. All right, let's see what tickers you guys like. Tesla, we have. Mike is watching Meta as well. Let's take a look at Meta this morning. Not doing so much right now, but you really cannot put a lot of weight on Meta in the pre-market. Meta can still move. Their pre-market doesn't give you a whole lot of information. It's funny that they're like a Nasdaq stock that trades almost, at least in the pre-market, like a nicey stock, right? You don't just get the volume most days, and they can still pull off an amazing day. So, not much going on there on it pre-market. I'll add it to my secondary list just because Mike is watching it and Mike knows his stuff, so I'll do that. Tesla, we do have Apple all-time highs. Let's take a look at Apple and some of the Magnificent Seven. Yeah, Apple is just incredible with this daily. Again, really quiet right now, so not much happening. I won't add it to the list just because it's not really much going on right now. Nvidia's got some volume. Nvidia 3.2 million shares traded, just below the previous day close right now. Again, really flat compared to any up and down movement. But I like Nvidia more than Apple right now as far as volatility goes, right? So Apple, yes, all-time highs, but pretty quiet as far as the volume. That can change and pick up after the bell this morning. Um, let's see what else, friends. RDDT, Reddick. Reddick is one of the IPOs that actually has been extremely successful, Peter. Extremely successful. I mean, this thing opened up at 50 was $50, 46.10 is what I show here. Could be different. At 177. I mean, in less than 1 year and holding. That is really good. If you went in on this early, you are a very very happy camper. They're crushing it. They're crushing it. They really really are. So they're not a great intraday trading ticker. They tend not to get great volume, so I won't have them on my list just because of that. But again, always a ticker that I like to pull up just to see how much they have going on here on the daily charts so far. So, all right, friends. I think that covers it, Peter. Anything else that has popped up on your end?
Nothing more that I've seen. I still like Tesla. We mentioned it earlier. I still like the look of it. It's got good volume this morning, and it's moving. But again, Tesla's always in play. So um, for me, the usuals. And like I said, watching the room, watching the scanners.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those scanners days. So I just got four here: Tesla, MSTR, SMCI, and Nvidia. A bunch of secondary stuff, but again, we'll see where the volume is and how this market is going to open today. Friends, let's jump into our community events
Calendar.
and announcements. Yes, so we can head on there by going to bearbutraders.com, and if you do so, go ahead and click on this little webinar tab over here, and that's going to give you what we have scheduled for the next 2 weeks. A little bit of an outball this a couple of weeks. Peter's going to walk you through it.
Well, it's a simple one today because it's Thursday today. Normally, this would be our mentorship day. We normally have 4 sessions of mentorship, but they're all canceled today, giving our team a well deserved holiday break. So, we're not planning any of the mentorship. All right. So, the normal 11, 2, 4, and 8 sessions all canceled for today. So, we want to make sure everybody's got a good break, take time off with family. If you're going to trade the markets, all power to you, but we'll give a break on the webinars for this week. All right, so pretty light day here, not much happening, but we'll be back with you. Don't you worry. We've got our full schedule of activities, like Carlos said. Go to bearbletraders.com. You can see it right on the website. All of the sessions that we normally have. We're going to be light this week and next week, right? Because we've got New Year's Day happening and New Year's Eve, of course, happening in the middle of the week. So we'll let you know those as we get closer. But for now and for today, quiet day. We'll just be watching the markets. Normal trading day, by the way, guys. Don't get confused over that. Right? The SPAC. Well, obviously, it feels like a holiday here in Canada, but it's just a normal trading day. Markets are open 9:30 to 4 with the same pre and post market trading that it always has. If you want to join our chat room and our group, we got lots of options for you. And our chat room is open every day and every hour that the markets are open. And of course, we've got all of our educational information and all our data that's there and available for you. Check it out at bearbletraders.com. And if you want to join us, we've got a couple of special deals right now you can take advantage of. Take a close look at the diamond or platinum packages. Those are especially useful as they give you a great discount off of the regular prices. So go check that out. If you've got any questions, you email us, you email the support team. We're happy to answer. always happy to help out anyone who's got some information that they need so they can make a decision. We're here for you. So go check it out at our website. Hello 2025 is the code. By the way, that platinum deal also combines our Peak Capital Trading Boot Camp, which is an accelerated learning opportunity for you to really kickstart your trading or sort of continue on your journey. If you sort of hit a plateau and you want to move things forward, consider that boot camp. It's intensive though. It's a 3-month training program. That's why we call it boot camp. There'll be so much information you won't be able to keep up. Very rarely can people keep up with everything. You've got to consider it like a full university course. If you don't have time to pay attention to it, then don't worry about it. Maybe now is not the time to do it, but you might want to take advantage of the discount and maybe sign up for the spring or fall sessions. We do it 3 times a year. So go check it out. pcapitaltrading.com is the place if you're interested in that boot camp. We've got the first one starting in the first week of January. I don't think it's quite sold out yet. I'm pretty sure there's some room. At least there was before the Christmas break. Usually rely on Mike, who manages and monitors that, to tell us whether there's still any space left in that camp. But I imagine if you sign up in the next day or two, we can get you in. In fact, you know what? If you have any trouble, you email me. I'll make Mike shoehorn you in. So how about that for a deal? You just Peter at pcapitaltrading.com. I'll make sure you get in if you sign up, if there's any problems. So we can always find space. All right, there you go. That's what we got going on here in our community. Carlos, let's set some levels, and I assume that we've got Brian and Andrew live trading with us this morning, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out. I see Brian's online. He's here already. I assume Andrew's going to be dialing in soon and getting ready. So Brian's Mr. Old Reliable. He's always here when you need him. So we appreciate that. But one way or the other, we'll have live traders for you to take you through that opening bell and the opening hour of the markets.
Yep, absolutely. All right, friends, right now, Tesla, MSTR, SMCI, and NVIDIA for me. Just those 4 for now. I saw in chat someone, I was talking to Jesse. He likes, he or she, could be both. I don't know. And not in a bad way. It's just Jesse can go both ways as far as the name or gender. I mean, this is such a complicated topic. I don't even know what to say here. So do you identify or not identify? I don't want to offend you. Don't cancel me. I just don't know. I'm being very honest, okay?
I heard you trying to do a good thing there, and then the hole just kept getting deeper.
It just kept getting deeper. I'm like, wait, let me fix that one. Let me fix that. Next thing you know, I'm under 9 feet deep. And next thing you know, if I was still working at 9 to 5, I'll have HR calling me saying, you really can't say, like, really, man? Like, what's good? But no, Jesse is a dude.
Emphatically saying that he's a dude, though.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Beautiful thing. All right. Let's see here. BB. Such a complicated world. BBAI this morning. Yeah, it's in play, man. I know he was mentioning he's on a swing on this one, so you're looking pretty good right now. But again, I need a strategy for these lower price stock that is not, hope and pray. I don't have one. If I do get one, it'll be nice because there's a lot of these that come up here and there, but I don't have a strategy. So. And hope and pray doesn't work too well sometimes. All right, let's get some levels in, friends. Let's take a look here. We'll look at the first one on deck, which is going to be Tesla. Tesla looking really nice right here. Very active, losing some ground from the pre-market highs this morning. But again, it could be very nice as 4.3 million shares have been traded so far this morning. High of the pre-market, 469.75. The low of the pre-market down over at 455.02. So we'll slam those 2 levels towards the bottom. You're really set here, highs and lows for the last couple of days. I do see here on the daily though, you do have an area right around here, right? So you got a couple of days there that I want to mark down. It's going to be 446.56. So we'll slam that there just in case that means anything if we do drop lower. Towards the top, you have your all-time highs. Is that all-time highs 487? Yes, 487 all-time highs. And then you have also 484.10. So those 2 levels there looking pretty good for Tesla on the way up. MSTR also has got some volume here. Nice comeback from the lows of the pre-market. 336.90 is the low. We're sitting at 349.50. So really nice pop there. We'll mark the low of the pre-market, 337. Below that, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, doing a great job. You can mark down 318.14 if you like as well. Again, that's a level there, but I doubt this thing is going to head that much lower, especially throughout the day. High of the pre-market only 351.86. We're trying to get to that this morning, and then previous day close above that. You see here a great area of resistance over the last week, right? The last week of trading, this has been an issue. 360, we have not been able to get above that. So let's see if that's a possibility today. SMCI making some moves here, right to the high of Tuesday, the last trading day. So right on there, you can see it there. That's the pre-market high. I mean, it's almost to the penny. Low of the pre-market will mark that. It's going to be 33.79 right over here. And once you do that, you're set towards the bottom as well, because you do have the highs and lows for the last 2 trading days down here. Towards the top, if we do move higher, let's take a look at the daily here. The daily, we have 37.43, so we'll put one there, and then we also have 39.70, so we'll slam one there as well, as you guys slam that thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it, again. It helps us out a ton. This is the only reason why we ask. It does amazing things for us with the channel. Heading over to Nvidia on the daily, again, not doing a whole lot right now, but it's got some volume. 3.3 million shares traded. Low of the pre-market on Nvidia is going to be 138.18, and our highs all the way up at 140.89. Below the previous day close right now, but if you look at this daily, there is tons of levels here that we're kind of slamming into. We do have a great area that has been support or resistance right here. It's going to be, we'll call it actually right where the price is at, 139.50. That area has seen a lot of support, a lot of resistance there, so could be interesting as we are just hanging out right at that area. Let's see if it can break out one way or the other. And that's what I have: Tesla, MSTR, SMCI, and Nvidia. And then I got a couple of other ones here on the secondary list in case things get going. Peter, let's take a look at what our moderators are watching, and then we'll get ready for our live traders.
All right, absolutely. We've only got a couple of our moderators who are active here today, but we'll let you know what they're looking at. We're going to start with Jared, who's got his watch list, and he's actually going to be watching GME, PLTR, and Tesla, and of course, he's going to keep an eye on the scanners. Thor is going to be watching Amazon and PLTR. Sean, who I mentioned, gave us a good tip on how to inverse chart. He's going to be watching SMCI, Tesla, NVIDIA, the NQ, and SPX. He does like to trade some of the options, I believe, so there you go, some options trading. Eamon is going to be watching eBay. He says it's pretty risky, though, because it's not all that liquid, and I would agree with him on that. And maybe Verizon, VZ. So there you go. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the usuals in Tesla, NVIDIA, and AMD. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to watch... I'll just wait and see what the scanners give me. I will be watching PLTR, and I got to watch our quantum stocks as well, just in case. But we'll see what pops up on the list and what gets the volume. So that's what I'll be taking a look at. And Carlos has his list at the bottom of the screen there. You can see what he's taking a look at, and he'll be ready to go. Live trading is happening in about 15 minutes once the opening bell rings. We'll make sure that we get that going. And, you guys are making some comments in the room. I wanted to take this opportunity. I feel like it's a good morning for a rant. We haven't had a rant in a while, but so here we go.
It's a great morning for that. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because you guys were joking about Carlos, and going to cancel him. And that's one of the things that had really bothered me about this whole cancel culture as it had popped up. I always used to tell the kids when they were young, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And unfortunately, in this day of online commentary, people have forgotten that, right? Just because you can immediately comment on something doesn't mean you should, nor does it mean that you have a right to your opinion. Just because somebody makes a single mistake, people used to be like, cancel them. And it's just one of those things where, look, if it's a repeated pattern of behavior and you're aware of that behavior and can attest to it, then by all means, you should have an opinion. But you should not be out there opining on things which you basically have no knowledge of. And it's always, there you go. And I'm going to be canceled because of this, obviously. But it's just one of those things that just drove me nuts. How everybody's like, forming these great opinions on people and situations and individuals. And frankly, one, they really had very little knowledge of the broader situation, nor did they bother to do any research to really understand the context. So in any event, it's just, what, I think if there's one thing I would hope for 2025 is that we figure out a little bit how to actually do critical thinking and some critical assessment on things, because I think we're going to need it a lot in the forthcoming years. And unfortunately, we have been doing all too little of that to truly understand what's happening. And the problems of the world are only getting more complex, not less. So applying simplistic analyses to it does not serve anybody well in the long run. So there you go. There's Peter's opinion for the morning, and maybe my old man rant. So there it is. It is what it is. Carlos, you're getting lots of love, so everybody's uncanceled you. You're good. So in any event, all right, guys. I'm looking forward to today. I'm hoping that we get some good trading. I don't know that I'll be trading all day. But you know what? I'll watch the market at the open. We'll see if an opportunity is available. If it is, then I'll take advantage of it. If it's not, then you know what? There's lots of other things to do. It is family time. It is still the holidays. I may just go do that. So let's see what the market brings us. But again, like I said, the markets are trading all day. Don't forget that. It's completely available for until 4 o'clock, 9:30 to 4. So same thing tomorrow, by the way, just regular trading hours. All right. Let's see what
All
we've
right.
got.
Excellent.
Have we got our live traders? Have we got anybody on yet?
I see Brian with his list, so Brian should be logging in
right.
shortly, and yeah, we should be good to go. Let's take a look at the SPY as he logs in here. SPY at the moment, again, just down a little bit, but not doing a whole lot. The Qs, let's see what's going on there. Same thing. So yeah, so not really a whole lot right now as we get ready for this market open. All right, beautiful thing. Brendan with his list: NVIDIA, Tesla, SMCI, Mara, and PLTR. So he's putting his list out there as well. So we get ready to rock and roll.
I am very focused. I'm trying to find something to trade.
Yeah,
honestly,
you sound
taking
focused.
a look around. I'm
What were you looking
looking to
for?
see. Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to find the only thing. I keep coming back to Tesla because it's the only thing that's actually got some directional movement combined with some volume. So I really do like it. I mean, Nvidia is so weird. Like I can't remember the last time I've seen Nvidia be so flat. It's really very very flat. So in any event, that's confusing me a little bit. But other than that, V is asking about RGTI. I haven't looked at it. Let's call it up here, see what it's doing. I see it's dropping right now. Obviously, it had a
Oh,
few good days over the course of the last month. Right, December's been good to it.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's got volume. I'll give you that. I don't
Looks
know.
aggressive this drop here. Is ain't anything breaking out. It looks
I don't
pretty
know.
intense right now. It's only down 3.5, but it just seems like it's got some momentum towards the downside. Let's see if it
Our
can
good
continue.
buddy Rigetti Spaghetti, as we like to call it. No, I don't really see any news on it. They
Mm-hmm.
had some news before Christmas that we had talked about, but even that news wasn't really much. It was this was moving through the end of last week, beginning of this week, caught our attention. We put it on our list. I don't know. I haven't traded it, so I don't know how it trades. Is it? Maybe you guys can tell me in the room. I know a few people have traded it. I know Jared traded it pre-market before the market had opened one day,
Yeah.
but I don't actually know how it trades during the market hours. Is it smooth or is it choppy? I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
could
I
be a
have
target. It's pretty good. Jared says
yeah,
it's pretty
looks
good. Okay.
active. Looks active right now.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday, it was very active too. Look at the drop here and the recovery all the way to 12.38. So it had a good day on Tuesday. But yeah, it looks like it can be decent. And then it can do this sometimes. Like this is Monday. Monday doesn't look great. Every candle overlapping the previous one. This you can tell was not a good day. But yeah, interesting here.
All
Seven
right.
million shares traded. So volume is there for sure. As it makes a new low and trying to hold here. Uh, let's see where it goes. All right, friends, we are all set. Hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Just waiting for Brian and Andrew to hop on in. Then we'll switch over to them. I see Brian is on deck. Good morning, Brian.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, my friend? How's Boxing Day treating you?
Boxing Day. Well, it's the West Coast, so it's still pretty early here.
Oh, that's
Uh,
true. Yeah.
say so far, uh, I'd say it's a neutral situation.
Good, good.
So yeah. Anyway, it's probably going to be a low volume day, because a lot of people are taking this week off. So, but that doesn't mean there won't be some good trading opportunities, as Peter said. So we'll be watching for something. It looks like Tesla's selling off here, and I'm short a little bit here right now after
Yeah,
it
Brian, when
kind
you
of
get a
topped
chance,
out there.
if you can share your book map, your screen on the chat room so I can share
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Yep, thanks, man.
We'll get there.
Peter, you look focused. Did you take something short, long?
He is, yeah, he is looking focused.
Oh, you're on mute, I think.
Just again, still trying to figure out what I want to trade, if anything. I really do actually want to get into some trades, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's
There's
worth
a
the
lot
risk
of,
today.
there is a lot of red on the screen right now. Obviously, all the indexes are currently in the red. So I got a feeling Tesla may sell off at the open a bit. We're sort of flirting with yesterday's Tuesdays. I'm going to keep saying yesterday, but they're flirting with Tuesday's high of day right now, and also near where it went out, where it closed the day. AMD is looking kind of interesting. It's looking a little bit weak here.
Whatever
So
happened with that American Airlines outage where they grounded all the planes? I assume they bounced back without any problem.
I think it
yeah,
was
they
very
just bounced back. When
short-lived.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I looked at
Did you
it
guys see
after sort of.
that video of that airplane that crashed? Like everybody was recording it. Like some people were half alive. Did you guys see that on Twitter?
No.
Was that the Russian plane, the one that was going to
Yeah,
Russia?
yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah,
So,
Oh.
well,
that'll
I'll
teach
let you
them.
guys I'll let you guys get to it. I'll hop off for now. Again, have a safe trading day. I'll be over in the chat. And then Peter, if Andrew comes on, I'll switch you off.
All right. Thanks.
He's gonna cancel you.
He's going to cancel me. That's okay.
if
I'm
I
happy
Yeah.
with
if I
being
don't
canceled
if I don't come
in that
back,
circumstance.
yeah, you know what happened.
Yeah. Here we go. So Tesla's coming back up a bit. Hmm. Nvidia is making an interesting move. It's kind of moving up a little bit here. Nvidia could be.
Finally.
I got bugs invading. I think it's a spy. Peter, what do you got on there? Oh, you're wearing something red, but it's not Christmas
Oh
related.
no,
I
it's
see.
just no, it's just Hartford Hawks shirt. Nothing
Oh,
special.
okay.
I still have hats. Do you want hats? I still got hats going on. Of course, they won't fit on my headphones.
So, yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
hats.
So we've. How was your Christmas, by the way?
It was fantastic. It
All right.
was good. I mean, the only downside, our Mark didn't have our son with us. He's in Scotland, so did not make the trip this year. He was here last year, so missed him. But we did talk to him twice, in fact, on the day,
Okay,
so
and
that was
that's
good.
you get the
But
you got the FaceTime now. You can bring in the video, so it almost feels like they're
exactly,
there. Yeah.
yeah, as close as you can get, anyway. So that was all good.
Oh,
But yeah, the girls
yeah.
were here, and
Tesla's
we had
catch.
lots of fun.
Yeah.
We have all
Good. Good.
sorts of traditions on Christmas Day, from the way we open the gifts to the how we make breakfast. We have our alcohol with breakfast on Christmas Day. Ever since the kids got older, it's mimosas. Well, we make mimosas, so you got to have your
Oh,
orange
okay.
juice and your champagne for breakfast Christmas
Of
morning.
course.
Let's do it every year. And, anyways, lots of fun.
All right. Lots of fun. Good deal. That's what Christmas is all about. Anyway, some interesting stuff going on. I suspect the market is kind of reacting here to interest rates. Um,
Mm,
been talking about
which
this
we
for a
knew.
little bit. Yeah, the looks like yields are up again because TLT, which is the price of the bonds, is down again today by about 0.83%. 10-year yield should be is well over 4.6 now, which a lot of people feel that 4.5 is kind of the magic number um, for the for certain asset classes to become more interesting than others, and with interest rates going up, obviously making making treasuries more and more attractive, obviously as they go higher. So, and it's not great for some of the some of the higher interest rate bearing stock or investment assets like utilities. So yeah, it's interesting how it's really started to, the interest rates are on the longer term assets have really started to turn higher here. Sort of the bond market telling you that the concerned about inflation in 2025 and on. It certainly hasn't been tamed by the the Fed's interest rates policies. Their inflation still pretty persistent. Yeah, 10-year up about another 0.05% this morning, so 4.64, well over that 5%.
As I had a manager who once used to say all the time, when the only tool you have is a hammer, every solution looks like a nail. And the Fed really only has one tool, right? They can
Well,
adjust the
that's
prime
right.
interest rate. That's really all they got. So, and as you said, it sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So,
Well, there's lots of other things that affect inflation, like government policy, obviously, and that's they don't have any control over
sure,
how the
yeah,
government
public's
decides to spend their money and where
exactly,
they
and
want to
you know,
put it.
public
So,
spending, debt rates, what other
yeah,
governments
exactly.
do, the value of your currency, all that stuff has a
Mm.
big impact. And the Fed, they can watch it, they observe it. That they're smart people,
Yeah,
they
and
get it, but
all
yeah,
they can do is react to it, really.
yeah, they just have a hammer.
Hmm. So, anyway, yeah, we saw the numbers last week or week before, losing track of time here, but still, inflation still above the Fed's preferred 2% level. So, um, yeah, anyway, like I said, a fair amount of red on the screen this morning. We do have gold and silver miners up a bit. AVGO is still in the green. Got Tesla obviously strong. PLTR still green.
I'm going to be
SPCI.
keeping an eye on Nvidia and Tesla right at the open, just because I don't love anything else. GameStop is interesting, but more fun than actually tradable, in my opinion. And then you guys mentioned this RGTI, which I'm not sure about. I'm very skeptical about it. So,
We've got MGIH, which is popping up here today.
oh, here we go.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
opening
Ding,
bell.
ding, ding. We're just, I'm still holding on to a little bit of short on Tesla here. See where it goes.
Some upside orders on the ask. It is dropping though. Let's see if we can get back to previous day close.
Yeah,
462.28 is that number.
here we go.
There we go. Hitting that now.
Yeah, I'm just covering that position because this is yesterday's close PDC. It's probably going to bounce from here. That's what I'm guessing.
Nvidia's moving up off the open.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Crap. NVIDIA went popped right to PDC, SMCI, taking a hit
Yeah.
there. See where Tesla's going to go here. There's more orders to the upside on Tesla.
Mhm. Doesn't seem to care. Those orders are being pulled though,
No.
as it's moving
Yeah,
down.
they are. They're thinning out. So let's keep an eye on that one. I got a feeling it's like it's going to get bought at some point. We're going to go down and fill this order at 460.
GME is moving up here.
Jared's probably all in on that one. I covered my Tesla short too early, obviously.
Seems to be a habit with you, Brian.
Yeah, I always do that. I always seem to get out too early. There you go. Okay, so here's Tesla's the bounce here. See where it goes. Oh, so probably maybe got some more downside here. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe heading
Nvidia's
to
pulling
455.
back.
Yeah, Nvidia had that pop and drop. SMC or AMD, same thing. Hell. Dang, Tesla's still selling a bit here. There's a level at 456. Maybe it might bounce off of, but let's see here.
I missed the short on Tesla. Would have been a good one. I know a couple members mentioned they were going short off the open, so good move.
Yeah.
Nvidia's back here testing PDC. Let's see. It's got to get over that. It's really struggling with that with Tuesday's close.
Ooh. Sellers came back in there. When Tesla tried. See if it double bottoms here.
RGTI moving down off the open. GME is recovered here. GME is gonna hit. I don't know. Is it gonna be able to make it to 34? Let's see. What does GME look like? Well, there's orders up there. Looks like it's got a good shot at 34. Come on, GME.
What's this? RGTI?
Do it for the meme.
Do it for the meme.
There we go.
Rigatoni?
$33.99. There you go. 34. So GME made it through. Congrats to anybody that grabbed that one long. Didn't stay long at 34. Let's see if we can get back
Tesla.
that price.
Wow, Nvidia just rocking it. I'm long it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm long Nvidia just a little bit, and I'm thinking about Tesla, but it's still got a lot of orders to the downside, and the upside orders have really thinned out. Not ready to step in yet.
Tesla, all red candles since the opening bell
Yeah.
so far. Nvidia getting a pullback.
You know the buyers are going to come in sometime on Tesla.
Of course, yes. But
yes, it's just
might
a
not
matter
even
of
be
when.
today.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. Well,
I mean, likely they will at some point here, but I mean, we're only 5 minutes in.
Yeah, we're only 5 minutes in. Let's see where Tesla's going to go. It looks like it wants to go lower. Here we go. It's putting up a fight, but it's heading. There's some big orders there for 56. Shit, I should have stayed short, but anyway. Ooh. Wow, NVIDIA just took a big drop there. Back to my break even. Let's see where it does from there. Come on. Okay, Tesla's right at this 456 level, which would be a support area. But again, there's some orders to the downside, so.
GME's back over 34. Looks like it's holding it nicely this time.
Hmm.
Anybody?
You got a mouse in the Is there a mouse in the house?
That's the puppy dog bringing me his toy, trying to get me to play with him.
All right, this is long a little bit of Tesla. Let's see where we go.
Yep, getting that first bounce on Tesla here.
There we go. So just I'm going to cover some. I'm just trading with options right now. AMD is breaking out. Some very unlikely moves here on various companies. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if we get, we're going to tap 460 now, maybe on NVIDIA. I'm using the 460 calls right now. Some orders there. Some orders are starting to build to the upside on Tesla, which is a good thing. It means the stock might go there.
Also seeing some orders at 458. It just took out, so.
Getting out of NVIDIA. It's flat on that one. I don't don't like the way it's trading.
So far, we've got lower volumes on the market overall. I see the SPY sitting at only 47%, which is very low, and then the Q's at 75% of normal volume. So, yeah, the relative volume is low on most things today. There are some things moving well. Tesla, 150% of its normal volume, so it's trending
that's
well. But
interesting.
all the semis are down. Yeah, the relative volume is pretty much below 70% on almost everything that I'm looking at, except for Tesla.
Still hanging on to a few calls. I'm not, didn't like the way it kind of rejected 460, but let's see what we do here. It might be, might be getting into a trading range here. The Qs are moving up. The SPY's moving up. I'm going to get out of the rest of these. It looks like Tesla's going to head back down again.
GME fell hard here. Now it's back at the VWAP, so we'll see what happens to it. And NVIDIA back.
It just came back down, did a double bottom. Yeah, just double bottom there. Again, found some support at that 456 level. That's seems to be a area where it's going to find some support right now. See what it does. Resistance. Anyway, it's starting to get choppy. NVIDIA, glad I got out of there. AMD breaking out. NVIDIA pulling back. I'm glad I got out of NVIDIA too. So NVIDIA's bouncing. There we go. There's the bounce off the VWAP.
See if Tesla can get through 460 this time.
Yeah.
Push.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Come
See
on,
what it does on this pullback. Yeah, it's pretty volatile actually. Yeah, it rejected right at the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart, which of course everybody knows I love that level. Here's a nice bounce. Oh, Rigatoni is going.
Rigetti spaghetti.
Rigatoni.
Rigatoni. I like that one too. All right. Whatever we want to call it. We all know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, everybody
RTTI.
knows. Yeah, we know.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, Tesla failed to get through 460 again.
Yeah, but it's
markets are
trying to
looking choppy here.
Trying to hold.
QUBT is moving up. Little drop
Qubit.
off the open and then
Qubit.
moved up. Qubit, yeah. Qubit.
Just nothing. There's so now NVIDIA's looking like more like a short now.
Yeah, it's
so lost. It's losing the VWAP.
Yeah, it's chopping in this little tight range here between the previous day close and the VWAP, but it is looking weak here.
Yeah, I'm just just shorted it at 140.05.
I don't know. It's looking. Everything looks a little.
It bounced off the 20 EMA.
Yeah, just on that little pullback.
Yeah.
A second ago.
I don't. Yeah, I think this actually. Now I'm looking at it. I'm thinking this is a 920. Could be a 920. Could bounce off the 20.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Tesla's just a
20, though.
bit of a. Yeah, it is. It is. It is below the VWAP. So. Let's see what it does here at the 9 EMA. It's going to come up to that. Tesla's looking still pretty choppy. Still trying to decide which direction to go.
There's downside orders here on NVIDIA, though. It's tough to tell what NVIDIA wants to do.
There you go. There goes Tesla. Tesla is going to take off here. Finally breaking out of a range. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Eventually, buyers were going to step in there.
GME all the way back down to the pre-market price.
Look at that. AMD is killing it.
Yeah, AMD's on the move this morning. I'm with you, hoping that NVIDIA is going to drop here.
Wow. Look at that. What a failure on a rejection of, again, of the 9 on Tesla. Still sticking with NVIDIA here. I don't know that it's going to drop that much. AMD. Oh, wow. RGTI is crazy.
Yep. NVIDIA should have dropped already, I figure, if it was going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it kind of did that wick. Still looking a little bit weak. Oh, I think Tesla's back down to that low. Just Tesla could be really stuck in this range here. So
Yeah, come on, NVIDIA.
well, it says still hanging in there. Still hanging in just under around 140. Got a lot of orders. Oh, there you go. There's our drop.
All right. I'll take a quick partial here.
Yeah, I'm going to take, here we go. Just covering a little bit. Yep, here, 139.67.
Sorry, where I got my partial.
Oh, okay, cool. Here you go. Same market maker. We're going to come down here. This should be an area. I'm guessing they're going to bounce here a bit because it's kind of where we broke out. But
this is the pre-market area right here. So let's see if we can get through it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're doing it. Here we go.
Taking a little more off here. 39.
Oh, that's very nice.
39,
very
39.
nice indeed. Try short Tesla. I'm short Tesla again on the. Looks like it's going to break here.
Short Tesla. All right.
I'm using 460 puts. Here we go. I'm just going to, I actually just sold, going to sell some there. 1040. Oh, here we go. Here we go. NVIDIA. Okay, I'm going to cover some more here. 139.20. Yes, sir. That's what we got.
I'm hoping to get to 139 here. Take another partial myself. I want to start extending this out a bit.
Wow. Look at it. What is going on with this rigatoni? It just keeps going up.
Traders are hungry today.
They are. They are. Okay, come on now. Let's give me $11 here on some next level of puts.
Okay, what's up, Peter? Brian.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Paris. Welcome. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How's your morning going, Paris?
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm RGTI. I'm long from 11.
Ooh,
Of course
oh,
you
are
are.
you really nice?
Now we know why it's
Nice.
moving. Paris said so.
Rigatoni.
So I am long on RGTI and I'm short on PLTR. I'm short from 82.60. And this can go to like, I don't know where RGTI can go today.
Here we go. Come on, Tesla. Here's 11. There's $11 right there on those 460 puts. Ooh, beauty. Thank you.
Man, I got so late today to the desk.
So you were making merry last night.
Yeah. So it was a really nice Christmas. Merry Christmas,
Awesome.
everyone as
Holy
well.
crap. Here we go. Look at this Tesla. I'm running out of puts. And get
So I'm sharing my
out of
screen,
the
guys. People who wanna
out of the
see this.
rest of them at out of the rest of them at $12.
Which one, Tesla?
Yeah,
Wow, that was a very good shot, Brian. I think you
yeah,
took
it
it.
was a rejection. Nice rejection at the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart.
So PLTR is dropping, guys. So PLTR worked out very nice. I went heavy as
Wow,
well. I went tier 2 size on PLTR. So
we could be going. Wow, we could be going to 450 on Tesla.
oh, PLTR beauty.
Dang. Here we go. PLTR. What's PLTR doing? Wow, PLTR sold off a little bit. Whoa, big drop there.
I literally caught the top of PLTR on the
Wow,
this thing.
wow, wow. Nvidia is just getting slammed here. Still have who's short Nvidia? Yeah, got Dushan in the YouTube chat. Looked like you got some nice trades in.
I'm adding more on RGTI, guys. I'm adding more on RGTI. Adding more long on RGTI.
Where's this RGTI going? Is it what other levels have we got here? We don't really have anything, do we? Not really. It's kind of at an all-time high, isn't it?
Yeah, it broke the all-time high for sure. And I think it goes to 14 at least, maybe 15. But PLTR is also pulling back a little bit. I'm thinking of adding my PLTR too. We'll see if it does a deeper pull back to 82. RGTI looks
Hmm.
for another break of high of the day. There's a very high level, a higher ask on level 2. We'll see. Maybe it rejects and uh, comes to 1230 or something on RGTI, and then bounce back again, or it goes from here. Tesla was a very good shot.
Yeah, it worked out quite well. Pretty happy with that.
Oh, very nice, Mike. Mike got a shot from AMD. I am thinking of adding more on RGTI, guys. We'll see if it holds here. Let's see if it holds here. Yeah, it did not.
Getting a bounce, finally getting a bounce on NVIDIA. Bit of a bounce here. So I'm pretty much out of NVIDIA. We got down to Tuesday's low there, dropped below it.
I added more on RGTI, guys. We'll see if it holds here. 1270 is trying to hold. We'll see if it drops
Looks
or
like
holds.
looks like things are going to try to bounce here now.
So PLTR, I am thinking of adding more on PLTR. I want a little more pop on PLTR. RGTI healthy for 1270. Now it's trying to pop up. Boom, 13, 13, boom, 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 boom. Covering some on PLTR. Sorry, no, RGTI. Let's see if it
RGTI
breaks
now, nice
high.
back up to 13.
I'm also adding short a little more on PLTR. I'm adding short on PLTR. So RGTI is going to break the highs. PLTR, let's see if it breaks the lows.
Okay. Just a long Tesla back along here. This is looking like it wants to go back to the VWAP maybe.
So PLTR is dropping now.
Here it comes. I knew it.
Let's see if
See, I
PLTR
knew
has a
it.
continuation on the downside. Very nice
I
trade.
knew
Man, you're killing it on
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah, look at this. Ooh, yeah, baby. So I'm just trading the 460 calls now. And I'm going to sell some here at 1035.
So PLTR did a
Oh, so
bounce. Let's see.
sorry, like $7.
I'm adding more on RGTI.
Wow.
I'm looking
Yo,
for the break
wow.
of RGTI.
Ooh, here we go.
Boom,
Here we go.
boom. Nice. Let's
Look at
pop. Let's
this.
pop.
Look at this. Here we go.
Let's pop.
Do, 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 do.
The second I added, it bounced. Popped. Let's break the
I
highs.
gotta watch this RGTI. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this trade on
Nice.
Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah, baby.
Beauty.
Sell some more. 750.
Come on, break, man. Break. You gotta break. You gotta break. RGTI, you have that juice today. Boom. Break, 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 break of the high of the day.
Yeah, look at it go. It's right at high of day right now. Ooh, look at this. Oh, here we go. Tesla. Come
So
on.
PLTR is coming to my break-even point. Let's see what it does
Okay,
here.
guys. Come on. Who's in Tesla? You even had a chance to get in there on when you're on YouTube on that delayed
I added more on
Delayed
PLTR.
feed.
This is gonna be my final ad before I get stopped out
Nice.
at break even.
Nice.
Let's see if it sells off
Bailey
for
got
me.
in early on Tesla. Nice. Yeah, it was, yeah, I think getting in. You really had to wait for Tesla to eat through these levels here. You can see here on this on Bookmap, you can see where we were weak on the upside in terms of liquidity, but there was lots of downside, so it was just a matter of eating through these levels. We didn't get down to the 450 level, but as soon as it started to break this trend, you could see almost you can draw a trend line there. As soon as it started to break this trend, here's a higher low. So here's your low, here's your higher low, and then pullbacks, higher low again. This low was higher than this low. It meant the buyers were stepping in and buying it on higher pullbacks, higher price pullbacks. So I'm out of that. I'm out of that trade now because we're at the VWAP. I don't know if we're going to get through here, but this is where I called where I said it was going to go. So I'm pretty happy with that trade.
So PLTR is dropping. RGTI is trying to hold, but there was a selling pressure at the high of the day. So we'll see if it turns out to be a
Do,
double
do,
top. But
do.
PLTR working out really nice. Let's see if it goes for the high of the low of the day. What a bounce on SPY. It sells
Yeah, I
off
know.
right
Incredible, eh?
here. Yeah. So I think RGTI has that juice to break the highs, guys. RGTI is trying to break the highs. Hopefully it breaks. Okay, now let's see if it breaks the high. This time it's gonna be a test for RGTI. Yeah, they're still finding some sellers there.
Do, 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 do.
Thor, amazing trade. Beautiful.
What did Thor do? Oh, he was trading
He
sound.
shorted SOUN.
Sound. Sound.
And what did
Ooh,
Sean Ray do? Sean
what
Ray.
a what a nice trade there.
Which one is that? What ticker
And
is
did you
this?
get the was that R4? My
So PLTR is still doing something. I hope it goes to the low of the day. RGTI is gonna break the highs. Break. See the level 2, guys? See the imbalance right here? Like, see this imbalance on the bids and the ask? The very high chunk. Boom! Now it did. Now it did. Covering some. So
uh,
that imbalance is something which doesn't happen often. Like, that clear imbalance is what is gonna drive the price higher on level 2. So
wow, what
PL
a drop on AMD. Wow. Three
what a
2-minute candles. Bam, just uh, crazy. Okay, no positions for me right now. It looks like Tesla wants to move up here.
I'm adding more on PLTR, guys. I'm adding more short on PLTR. I have not covered any of my ads yet. So we'll see if it has a chance to go for the low of the day.
Tesla's trading right just above the VWAP. Sort of do or die here if it's going to move up. Wow, AMD so volatile.
PLTR seems like it wants to drop, but it's not dropping.
The weirdest thing going on. I can't. Some of my pivot points aren't showing up on some stocks, some charts, and some they are. So I don't figure out what the hell. It's just weird. Why would
RGTI
that
is
be?
also.
Anybody have any ideas? Oh, change to 3 days? Oh, I see. That's a good point, Gary. Thank you.
RGTI popping to the highs again. PLTR looks weak, but it's not dropping. Eventually it will drop. I think PLTR has a chance to go to the low of the day. 81.20, 81.30. So 1320 is a seller on RGTI. It needs to break. Currently, it might have a little bit of pullback. Now there is the level 2 has turned more bearish than bullish. There is definitely some bigger orders on level 2, but let's see if it drops here or the buyers do not let it drop and then absorb and then go higher. Eventually, I think the 14 is coming. PLTR dropping too. So PLTR looks like it's gonna break the lows. Tesla, very good bounce on Tesla.
Yeah, I got a really nice bounce there. Got in a little late on it, but yeah, Tesla looks like it's struggling to go higher right now.
Yeah, Nvidia is selling off.
We're hanging right around the VWAP, just below it.
I'm adding more on RGTI. Just have that feeling that it's gonna pop very quickly. RGTI, I'm adding more. Okay, PLTR is dropping, which is good. My average on RGTI is pretty good as well, so 1235. So RGTI is popping up. Let's see if it has that continuation on the upside.
Yeah, I'm just shorted just a little bit of Tesla. It's losing this level here. Yeah, just a small size. I'm doing a 460 puts.
You're selling the 460 puts.
No, I bought the 460
Oh, you
puts, so
bought the
it's
460
basic.
puts.
Yes. So basically, guys, if you're not catching some of the options trades here, I'm day trading options. and day trading using options. It's just a different financial vehicle. Can get better gains with a small investment, but you can also get hit with some bigger losses too. So you have to be careful with them. So Tesla's coming back a little bit here. It's maybe coming back to my break even. I'm in at $9 on these puts. Might be coming back up to fill this order here at 460, but it was really having trouble getting through this 460 level before. So
So PLTR is now trying to squeeze me. Let's see if it rejects here again. I'll add more.
okay, I'm out of these puts. See, that's the kind of thing you just you got to be. You can't stay wrong for too long on a trade in options, especially because you can really lose a lot of money fast. So it's probably a better place. I probably should have gotten short up here because it was clearly struggling to get above this level. And you could see how we were starting to roll over. It's kind of why I thought maybe we were going to get a continuation here, which we still may. Again, it came back up, rejected this area.
Guys, I added more on PLTR. Let's see if it holds and or rejects. I think it has that chance of going to the low of the day.
Are you still in rigatoni?
Yeah, I'm still in there. I actually added more even. So it's holding the 13. I think it has a chance to go higher. But let's see. And PLTR also is giving me a hard time. It's showcasing weakness, but it's not selling off very quickly. And usually these pops that you see right now where I added more, these are usually a very good area to add more to the position. And now it's selling off. Let's see if it sells off. But I definitely see weakness on PLTR. Hopefully it drops. If it doesn't, my stop loss is above 82.25. My average, I mean. So RGTI is doing nothing. It's just flat.
Yeah, sound is coming back. I see.
Okay, I think I'll
Wow,
have to take some off
damn.
now on PLTR. Beautiful. Love you, man. Love you. PLTR 8170. 8170. Now I think it's gonna like hopefully it drops the low of the day. I think now the sellers are trying to hop on.
PLTR.
Yeah, yeah, PLTR.
Had a rejection at the View app. It's had a couple of
Yeah,
them actually. Had one back at just after 10. Had another one just a few minutes ago. Rejection right at the View app.
yeah. And if you look at my chart, Brian, I exactly shorted at those rejection areas.
Oh, nice, nice. Beauty. That really was a nice short right at the View app.
Nice,
You can
nice PLTR. Love you.
yeah,
See.
you can set a very tight stop.
RGTI went below 13. Now it's trying to come back up. I'm adding a little more on RGTI. Let's see if it has a squeeze on it. I'm adding more on RGTI. Let's see if it has that squeeze on it. So RGTI is trying to see if it pops up. Nice,
Yeah, it's
nice,
still going. Yeah, look at
nice,
it. It's
nice.
nice one. Ooh, okay, Nvidia is still
Boom,
sinking here.
boom, boom.
Wow.
Anybody take that, guys? This is
That was nice.
beautiful. This is
Yeah,
easy.
I did not trade that.
So RGTI is, let's see if it holds above this. 1320 was a seller. I want to see it hold above the 1320. It closes
Wow.
above 1320. Yeah, I think it's going to close about 1320. So very good. This
Hmm.
PLTR is not doing anything. It should have sold by now.
Yeah, I
Boom.
kind of feel like
RGTI.
PLTR is just stuck in a
Yeah,
range
PLTR is
here.
actually stuck. RGTI is doing some stuff. Nice.
Yeah,
1350.
RGTI is crazy.
1350. Now I think it goes to 14. 14 is a very good area. You are very welcome, Taylor. So
Tesla's just literally
1360,
doing nothing. Let's just
1360,
see.
1362, and amazing, amazing on RGTI. Man,
Yeah.
I cannot believe I took the trade from 11.
What is this? It's a computing company?
I have no idea. What is that
Tesla's
company?
starting to, yeah, Tesla's finally maybe rolling over a bit here.
So 1370 on RGTI. Man, this is up already 20%. PLTR dropping too, so which is good. Let's see if now it drops. Selling some on RGTI. PLTR is gonna drop. So PLTR is gonna go to the low of the day. Let's see if it gives us a chance to. They, John says they make quantum spaghetti. That is so funny.
That's funny.
SPY and Qs are exactly same. They are not doing anything. 600 is gonna be a tough level to crack for SPY. So until then, PLTR, hopefully it sells off. I'm waiting for the lows of the day. RGTI is actually now holding. Let's see if we get a chance to add more on RGTI. Um, I want to add more on RGTI. The level 2 is very bullish too. See the order book, guys? This is very bullish. I think 14 is coming on RGTI. PLTR is doing nothing.
AMD, wow, AMD is looking really weak.
What is AMD doing?
God.
Yeah, not a big fan of AMD right now. RGTI is doing really good. Let's see if it goes to 14. I'm adding more short on PLTR, guys. I'm adding more short on PLTR. I might regret that. But now my average is 82.18. So I'm adding more short on PLTR. Let's see if it drops. Okay, so RGTI is actually popping up. So very good. 1380.
It's going to 14.
Boom. RGTI.
That's funny.
Yeah, guys, PLTR is gonna stop me out at break even. Let's.
Yeah. Cues are kind of popping up here.
Hey, Sean, this is Carlos. We cannot hear you. They can hear you because they are on vMix, not in the chat room. So the chat room can hear you, but Paris and Brian can't. After 10:30, they'll come off. They'll be able to hear you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Perfect. Thank you, Carlos.
Awesome. I'm all out on PLTR, guys. All out on PLTR. Did not have that continuation on the downside. All out break even on PLTR. I was trying to build a position. It did not work out.
Wow, sound came right back up there. That must have been maybe Thor took that long after he took it short.
So
Yeah, it
PLTR
looked like
speed.
our
Yeah, see
no.
this, guys. This is how all the sellers are gonna be. You know, all the sellers who are the buyers will trap all the sellers who are trying to short, including me. And now it would get to a squeeze level. Like this is why it's the stock moves really quick. So when you try to understand the psychology of the buyers and sellers and how they are transacting, that these are the moves that you can actually, and this is what you call as a momentum moves, because a lot of buyers are sellers are going to be trapped, and a new buyers would step in because this is also a breakout and above the VWAP, and basically leads to a continuation. So you have to get out. Like when things like this happen, you have to take the stop loss. And my technical stop loss was around this area, and I managed it in that manner that I want to have that stop loss around that area, because that was my technical stop loss too, even though it was a break even point for me. So RGTI is actually now coming up to 14. So 14 is coming. So 14 is 14. Beauty. Let's go somehow 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 30.99. I want to see 14. Push to 14.
Yeah, I'm in this for that 14 move as well. It's at 1376.
The
Just
13.99 is the high right now. 13.99. Now it's
yeah,
gonna see
we gonna
13.99.
go through 14.
14,
We're gonna
14. I didn't see a 14. This thing.
no, it didn't print yet. I'm
Yeah,
at
it didn't print 14 yet. But it's gonna break. I think it's gonna break 14. Okay, now. Yes, 14 printed. 14 printed. Let's
there we
lift.
go.
Lift.
Come
Or
on.
not. It
Hey,
rejected actually. from 14.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna try to break 14 again.
Hughes and SPY are back at high of day here.
Nvidia bouncing. Tesla is breaking. Now Tesla can break the highs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tesla actually looks interesting. Tesla is. It's not willing to sell off for sure.
So Tesla's right at PDC right now.
So Joseph, 15, of course, it is possible. But will it come right now? I don't think so. It has to do a deeper pullback. Maybe it comes down to 13. Maybe later in the day, it goes to 15. This
Yeah.
is from 11.2 to 13.1. 13. Yeah, actually 15 is possible. From 13 point, yeah, 15.2. The measured move looks like it's 15 is possible. Even right now, if the buyers are, the measured move looks like it wants to pop to 15, and it's broke out the all-time high as well. So I will add more, add some decent pullbacks. I'm trying to. I like building positions, and when things work out, they tend to work out all day. So these ads, I want to see 1320 how it does at 1320, and it might try to trap a lot of people, goes to 1280, 1270. My average is 1249, which is right here. So I still have a little bit of room for it to build my position. So if I try to add here around the 14 or 1380 area, that messes up my average. So I have to make sure that I'm adding at the right locations, the right areas. And that's a skill, that's an art of trading. Like even with PLTR, I got stopped out on PLTR at break even, but I'm very proud of the way that I was building my position. And the way it is, if you look at it, they're literally at the top of the range, and then I got stopped out once the range broke out. You don't know. I was showcasing, I was looking at the weakness. There was weakness around. I was looking for the low of the day, but it never came in. And you got to respect that, and you have to take a stop out. And once it comes back again lower, then I would maybe think about taking it again. But currently the price action has changed from bearish to bullish, so I don't want to get in until the price action changes back to bearish, and I would wait for that. So you all like, I like building positions in the way that is I can hold it or try to manage my average and always on the winning driver's seat. I'm like, in even in this case on PLTR, I was always in the driver's seat. My average was always above my entries. And that's how you can trade with more calm and more composure. Because if you
All
slow
right,
it down.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's 10:30.
So we are cutting things off here on YouTube. So thanks for joining us this morning on this, what they call it, Boxing Day. Hope everyone had a good
Awesome.
morning, and yeah, we'll catch y'all tomorrow, Friday. Thanks, Paris.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Always. Thank you, YouTube. See ya, everybody in the chat
Bye.
room.